Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion, and for the last time, let's take a look at a video about the Olympics opening ceremony.
You Christians are so sensitive. That wasn't the Last Supper. That was actually the Feast of Dionysus, and the Olympic Committee has already released a public statement confirming it. Do your research. Right, okay, despite it looking exactly like the Last Supper painting.
No, the festivity tableau from the Olympics opening ceremony did not look exactly like the Last Supper painting. In addition to the fact that there are a lot more than 12 other people at that table, none of their poses match the poses of the figures in Da Vinci's Last Supper, and Jesus doesn't even have a halo in the Last Supper. The similarities are limited to the depiction of multiple people on one side of a table surrounding a central figure. And that's just a common banquet motif that is found in a bunch of artwork from that time period. Da Vinci did not invent the banquet motif, so no, it didn't look exactly like the Last Supper painting.
How do you explain them worshiping a golden calf exactly like the Old Testament?
There was absolutely no worship of a golden calf taking place. What there was a temporary stage that was built around the works of art that have long been located in the Trocadero, including Paul Jouve's 1937 piece, Bull and Deer, which depicts the bust of a bull and then a calf leaping. It has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with any golden calf, and there is absolutely no sense whatsoever in which it facilitated any worship.
And them using the apocalyptic horseman exactly like it's depicted in the New Testament. Oh my gosh, stop misinterpreting the facts. That wasn't the apocalyptic horse. That was actually a famous French symbol of Jeanne d'Arc coming in on her horse.
Certainly there was symbolism that could be associated with Joan of Arc, but the AD described this as a representation of the spirit of the Olympic Games as well as Sequana, the goddess of the sin.
Okay, then I suppose you think it's another coincidence that the organizer of the Olympic opening ceremony was a Talmudic Satanist, a literal devil worshiper.
So in addition to the fact that Satanists are literally not devil worshippers, I can't find any data that indicate the existence of anything known as Talmudic Satanism. That seems to be something that was made up by Christians to support anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. I do see a lot of people suggesting the artistic director is Jewish, but that doesn't seem to be based on any evidence whatsoever apart from the asinine notion of physiognomy. So this strikes me as a particularly anti-Semitic and monumentally stupid conspiracy theory.
Wait, then that means what is blatantly and obviously being presented before us is being denied.
No, it just means you let your persecution complex compromise your ability to think critically.
People lie.
And I would offer this video as evidence that people lie, but I don't think this creator is lying. I think they are just profoundly and willfully naive and misinformed.
But still, it's just a religion. You guys are taking this too seriously. Maybe if it was just religion, you would have a point, but there were obvious adult themes present in an event that were watched by millions of families worldwide, meaning millions of children were exposed to perversion and obvious political leanings that they do not have the faculties nor the maturity to discern on their own.
There were absolutely no perversions present at the opening ceremonies. Not a single performer had as little clothing on as do male swimmers and female beach volleyball players at the Olympics. What there were an awful lot of people who feel like they are being persecuted every time they're forced against their will to be exposed to the fact that LGBTQ plus people are allowed to exist in public.
That was the final nail in the coffin. Stop exposing yourself around children.
No one exposed themselves around children. This sounds like a reference to the idiotic notion that one of the performers during the festivity tableau had a testicle exposed, and that simply did not happen. What happened was that one of the performers who was wearing dark tights had a hole develop on the inner right thigh of their tights, and that hole grew larger as the performance progressed, and people who do not think critically decided that was a testicle and immediately leapt at the opportunity to cry persecution. And the fit for this video has been cartoon Batgirl, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy.